Welcome to the testing world. So in previous session we have seen condition handling, and we have seen different way to perform condition handling. Like we have seen simple condition handling, also we have seen advanced condition handling. Now I'll come to looping. But before moving to the actual programming, first of all we have to understand what is the use of looping. Okay, if I say I need to print hello on the console, what will you do? You will write system.out.println hello. If I say I need to print the hello 10 times, then what you have to do? Either you are writing the same line system.out.println 10 times, or we can go for looping. So whenever you want to perform the same task or same type of task multiple times, we can go for the loop. And here we are going to control loop how many times we want to run it. So if I say I want to print hello 100 times, so I'll control the loop. It will execute only 100 times. So how to control, how to write, I'll show you next. We have different type of loop in Java: for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. This for each loop also called advanced for loop. So I'll go all these loops one by one. Okay, I'll start with the for loop. For that, first of all, I'm just moving to Eclipse. Here on the Eclipse, I have a class A. I'm just keeping the class and removing everything else. And I have a class B. There we are calling by creating object of the class A. So these things we have seen previously, how to create class, object, how to call method. Now, I want to create a method. So I'm saying, okay, public void print data. Now, in this method, I'm just printing hello. So I'll start with very basics. Now I want to call it. So I'm saying just print data. I'm calling that method. So it will print one time. Okay. If I want to print the same data 10 different times, so one approach is that I'll just copy this and paste it 10 times. That could be one option. If I run it, we'll get the output. Okay, if I say I want to print the same thing 10,000 times, then either you have to write 10,000 lines, but that is not a right approach. So what should we do? In that case, we should go for a loop. Okay, the first loop I'm going to tell you is a for loop. So I'm going to cover for loop. Now, first I'll tell you the syntax of the loop. So here we have to write for, and it's a case sensitive bracket. So here in the bracket, we will write different conditions, then body of the loop. So from here the body is started, at this point body is ended. So whatever the task you want to perform inside the loop, you will write here. So if I say I want to print something, so I'll just write that system.out.println statement here inside the loop. Now in this bracket we have to define how many times you want to run the loop. In for loop, we are going to use three options from where loop is going to be started. So I'm saying take a variable, start it with 1. Run this loop until the value of the I is less than equal to 10. And every time increase this value by 1. So if you can notice, I'm saying start the loop when I value is 1, run till the I value is less than equal to 10, and every time increase one value. So I'll explain you how it's going to work. But as of now, it is throwing me error. So why? Because you are using a variable I, but you did not declare somewhere what is the data type of the I. So previously we have seen when we are using any variable, we have to declare the data type. We have two options for that. One is that before the loop, you can define I is a int. Now error is gone, you can use it. Other approach could be wherever you are using I first time. So here we are using first time. There you can write int I. So first time when we are using I have defined this I is the integer type. Now we need not to define it further. So we have a loop which is going to execute 10 times. Okay, let's check it over here. I'll just execute the method. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is executing 10 times. You can check it. We have defined start with the 1 execute till the value is less than equal to 10, and every time increase by 1. So every time it is increasing by 1, so it is executing 10 times. Okay, still I'll show you how this loop is going to work. When this loop is going to execute first time, it will set the value I is equal to 1 and it will check this condition. So I would say before executing the loop, it is checking the condition. I is equal to 1, then it's checking I is less than equal to 10. Yes, because I is 1. Now perform the task, increase the value and again check condition. So I can say when the loop is executing first time, these two options are working. But when loop is working second time onwards, these two options are working. Means increase value and check it again. So now this loop is executing 10 times. We have seen that. Okay, what I want to do, I want to print the value of the I. So we can identify how many times this loop is running. So I just print I value here. Okay, I'll just execute and we got 10 results. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means yes, it is working correctly. Okay, now I go back to my method and that is working correctly. But as of now, this loop is running from 1 to 10. Okay, if I want to run a reverse loop, I can start the loop from the 10, run the loop till the value is greater than equal to 1 and every time decrease one value. So what will happen here? Loop will start with 10. It will check 10 is greater than equal to 1. Yes, print it. Then reduce one value. It will become 9. Again check it is greater than equal to 1. Yes, do the task. So every time till the value is greater than equal to 1, it will execute. So loop is executing in reverse. Okay, let me show you one thing. If I say how many times this loop is going to run, answer is not even a single time. Why? Because when this loop is going to execute first time, it will set the value I is equal to 10. Now after setting that, it is checking the condition. I is greater than equal to 11. Answer is no, because I value is 10. So here this condition is not going to be satisfied. So it will not execute this loop. So that is very important. If the condition is satisfied, only after that it will execute the loop. I reiterate, first time these two values will work. It will set the value and check value is satisfied the condition or not. And second time onwards, these two conditions will work. It will increase or decrease value and check it again. So if the condition is satisfied, only after that loop will execute. So here we have seen a simple for loop. Okay, let's take an example. I want to print a table by using for loop. So what I'm going to do, I'll say print a table using a given argument. So I want to create a method like public void print table and send me an argument. I'll print the table of that. I'm running a loop for, and we know that in table we are going to print 10 values. So I'm saying run a loop starting with 1 till the value is less than equal to 10, or you can even mention like less than 11 I plus plus. So it will start with 1 till the value is less than 11, means till the value 10 it will work. Now I'll print like you are passing me a value a into I. And just for the correction, here I'm writing method inside another method. That is incorrect. So I'm just correcting the syntax. Like in a class, I have a method. In the method, I have a for loop, and that's the body of the for loop. Okay, let me execute this one. So I'm just coming here, o dot print table, and I want to print the table of 8. You can pass any number. It is working correctly. Okay, normally what we do, we print table like 8 into 1 is equal to 8. We print like this, 8 into 2 is equal to 16. So I just want to give formatting here. So it's not typical, I'm just giving a simple formatting. Try to understand this. Okay, first of all, I want to print the number which we are getting. So I can say print a, which is a number passed by the user. After that, I want to print some spaces. So plus is used for concatenation, means print the value of A, then some spaces. So it will print like 8 space. After that, I want to print star. So if I execute it till now, let's see what will happen. Every time it is printing 8 space star because we are printing like this. After that, I want to print I value because 8 into 1, then second time 8 into 2, then third time 8 into 3. So here I want to print I. So I would say after the star, make some spaces and print I. Then after that, make some spaces and equal to. So if I do like this, so it shows 8 into 1, 8 into 2, 8 into 3. We are printing like this. And this plus is used for concatenation. So I'm just showing how we can go for the formatting. At the end, I want to print the result because as of now, it is printing till the equal to. Okay, now what I can do for displaying the result is A into I, means the number we are passing multiply with the I value. I'm just going to execute again and we are getting correct output. So here we have seen how we can print a table by using simple for loop. Okay, if I say I want to print the reverse table, so what changes you have to do? I'll start this loop by 10 till the value is greater than equal to 1, or you can mention like greater than 0, and every time I minus minus. Running it, I'll get the output. So here we are using for loop moving in the forward direction as well as in the reverse direction. So that is the important point. Again, I'll say, okay, if I mention like this, what do you think how many times this loop is going to execute? I would say not even a single time. Why? Okay, because if you notice, I value is 10. When this loop is going to execute first time, it will check I is equal to 10. I is greater than 10. Answer is no, because I is equal to 10. Condition will not satisfy, it will not execute even a single time. Okay, let me take one more condition. If I say I is equal to 10 and till the I value is less than 11, run it. So how many times this loop is going to execute? I would say infinite time. Why? First time I value is 10, go for the condition, yes, it will perform the task. Then it will reduce the value by 1, so I value become 9. Now 9 is less than 11, yes, again do the task. Again reduce the value by 1, so 8. 8 is less than 11, yes. So whatever the value will come after I minus minus, it will always be less than 11, so it's going to execute infinite times. So here this condition is very important. We always take care about this condition. Okay, few rules I want to tell you so that you can easily understand when we should use for loop. So rule 1 is that whenever you are confirm how many times we need to run loop, try to use for loop. Rule second is that, and these are the rules which are not written on the book, I'm just telling about from my experience. Whenever value increase or decrease constantly, like every time one value is increased, means I plus plus or I minus minus. So whenever you find this kind of scenario where value will increase or decrease by 1, by 2, means constantly increasing or decreasing, we should go for the for loop. So these are the two conditions. Try to remember that. So here in this session, we have seen what is for loop, how to implement for loop. We are going to use this loop many times while doing programming exercise. That's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.